You want to be kind? You think kindness is the answer to all your problems? Well, listen up. I'm here to tell you why kindness might just be the thing that ruins your life. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should go out there and be mean to everyone. But there's something you need to understand about kindness that nobody's talking about. Let me break it down for you. There are four powerful ways that kindness can mess up your life if you're not careful. And trust me, I've seen it happen. I've watched good people, kind people get taken advantage of time and time again. And I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen to you. First off, kindness can make you weak. That's right. I said it. When you're always putting others first, always trying to please everyone, you forget about yourself. You forget about your own needs, your own dreams. And before you know it, you're just a doormat that everyone's walking all over. I remember this guy and I knew back in the day. Let's call him Mike. Mike was the nicest guy you'd ever meet. Always helping others, always there with a smile and a kind word. But you know where that got him? Nowhere. People took advantage of his kindness. They used him up until there was nothing left. And Mike, he ended up broke, alone, and wondering where it all went wrong. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be that way. You can be kind without being weak. You can help others without forgetting yourself. It's all about balance. It's about knowing when to say yes and when to say no. It's about understanding that your kindness is valuable and not everyone deserves it. Now, the second way kindness can ruin your life, it can blind you to the truth. When you're always looking for the good in people, you might miss the bad. You might ignore the red flags, the warning signs, and that, my friends, can lead you down a dangerous path. I once knew a woman, let's call her Sarah. Sarah was always giving people second chances, always believing the best about everyone. And you know what happened? She ended up marrying a man who seemed nice on the surface but was hiding a dark secret. Her kindness blinded her to his true nature, and she paid a heavy price for it. But here's the thing. You don't have to be naive to be kind. You can be compassionate and still keep your eyes open. You can give people a chance without giving them everything. It's about being smart with your kindness, about using your head as well as your heart. The third way kindness can ruin your life. It can hold you back from success. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can being kind hold me back? Well, let me tell you. When you're always putting others first, always trying to make everyone happy, you might miss out on opportunities. You might pass up that promotion because you don't want to compete with your coworker. You might give up your dreams because someone else needs you. I've seen it happen too many times. Good people, kind people staying stuck in dead-end jobs because they don't want to let anyone down. Talented individuals giving up their passions because they're too busy taking care of everyone else. And that's not right. That's not what kindness is supposed to be about. True kindness, real kindness, starts with being kind to yourself. It's about understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself, pursue your dreams, reach for success. Because when you succeed, when you're living your best life, that's when you can really make a difference in the world. And the fourth way kindness can ruin your life. It can make you a target. That's right, a target. Because in this world, there are people out there who will see your kindness as weakness. They'll see it as an opportunity to take advantage of you, to use you for their own gain. I've seen it happen in business, in relationships, in everyday life. Kind people getting scammed, getting hurt, getting left behind. All because they trusted too much, gave too much, believed too much in the goodness of others. But listen to me. You don't have to be a victim to be kind. You can be compassionate and still be strong. You can help others and still protect yourself. It's about setting boundaries, about knowing your worth, about understanding that your kindness is a gift, not a right. So what am I saying here? Am I telling you to stop being kind? To turn your back on others and only look out for yourself? No, absolutely not. What I'm saying is that you need to be smart about your kindness. You need to understand its power, its potential, and yes, its dangers. Because kindness, real kindness, isn't about being a pushover. It's not about letting people walk all over you. It's not about sacrificing your dreams or ignoring the truth. Real kindness comes from a place of strength, not weakness. It comes from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you're willing to give. Think about it this way. When you're on an airplane, what do they tell you about the oxygen masks? They tell you to put your own mask on first before helping others. Why? Because if you pass out trying to help everyone else, you're no good to anyone. The same principle applies to kindness. You need to take care of yourself first. You need to pursue your dreams, build your strength, create your success. Because when you're strong, when you're successful, when you're living your best life, that's when your kindness can really make a difference. Imagine if Mike, instead of letting everyone take advantage of him, had pursued his own dreams first. Imagine if he had built a successful business, if he had created wealth and resources. How much more could he have helped others then? How much more impactful could his kindness have been? Or think about Sarah. What if, instead of blindly trusting everyone, she had learned to balance her kindness with wisdom? What if she had learned to see people for who they really are, not just who she wanted them to be? How much heartache could she have avoided? How much more meaningful could her relationships have been? And those people staying stuck in dead-end jobs, giving up their dreams to help others? What if they had pursued their passions, reached for success, achieved their goals? How much more could they have given back to the world? How many more lives could they have touched? You see, that's the secret that nobody's talking about. The secret is that true kindness, real kindness, comes from a place of strength. It comes from knowing your worth, from pursuing your dreams, from building your success. Because when you're living your best life, that's when you have the most to give. The people who've made the biggest difference in the world, the ones who've really changed things, who've touched millions of lives, they didn't do it by being pushovers. They didn't do it by letting everyone walk all over them. They did it by being strong, by pursuing their visions, by believing in themselves. Take someone like Martin Luther King Jr. Was he kind? Absolutely. But was he weak? No way. He was strong, he was determined, he had a vision, and he pursued it with everything he had, and because of that strength, because of that determination, his kindness changed. Or think about someone like Mother Teresa. She dedicated her life to helping others. But do you think she let people take advantage of her? Do you think she ignored the truth or gave up her dreams? She was kind, but she was also strong. She knew what she stood for, and she stood firm in her convictions. That's the kind of kindness I'm talking about. The kind that comes from strength, not weakness. The kind that's smart, not naive. The kind that changes the world, not just goes along with it. So how do you do it? How do you be kind without letting it ruin your life? It starts with understanding your worth. It starts with knowing that you deserve good things too, that your dreams matter, that your success is important. Set boundaries. Learn to say no. Understand that not everyone deserves your kindness, and that's okay. Be selective about who you help and how you help them. Make sure your kindness is appreciated, not taken for granted. Pursue your dreams. Don't put your life on hold to make everyone else happy. Remember, when you succeed, you'll have so much more to give. Your kindness will have a bigger impact when it comes from a place of abundance, not scarcity. Keep your eyes open. Be kind, but be smart. Don't let your desire to see the good in everyone blind you to the truth. Trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Take care of yourself. Remember the oxygen mask principle. Put your own mask on first. Take care of your needs, your health, your happiness. Because when you're at your best, that's when you can really help others. And most importantly, be strong. Don't let your kindness make you weak. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't let anyone take advantage of you or push you around. Your kindness is a gift, not a right. Give it freely, but give it wisely. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but isn't that selfish? Isn't that putting myself first? And to that I say, absolutely. But here's the thing. There's a difference between being selfish and taking care of yourself. There's a difference between looking out for your own interests and ignoring everyone else's. It's like what they say about love. You can't truly love someone else until you love yourself. The same is true for kindness. You can't truly be kind to others until you're kind to yourself. You can't give what you don't have. You can't pour from an empty cup. So yes, put yourself first, but not in a way that tramples over others. Put yourself first so that you can be the best version of yourself, so that you can have the energy, the resources, the strength to really make a difference in the world. Because here's the truth, the world needs your kindness. It needs your compassion, your empathy, your desire to help others. But it needs those things coming from a place of strength, not weakness. It needs those things coming from someone who's living their best life, not someone who's given up on their dreams. This way, if you're struggling, if you're unhappy, if you're not living up to your potential, how much can you really help others? How much of a difference can you really make? But if you're thriving, if you're successful, if you're living your best life, imagine how much more you could do. Imagine how many more lives you could touch. That's why it's so important to be smart about your kindness, to understand its power, its potential, and yes, its dangers. Because when you do that, when you learn to balance kindness with strength, that's when you can really change the world. So don't let kindness ruin your life. Don't let it make you weak or blind you to the truth or hold you back from success or make you a target. Instead, let it be your strength. Let it be your superpower. Let it be the thing that drives you to be better, to do more, to reach higher, because that's what real kindness is all about. It's not about being a doormat. It's not about letting people walk all over you. It's about being strong enough to make a difference. It's about being successful enough to have something to give. It's about being wise enough to know when and how to help. Remember Mike? Imagine if he had learned this lesson. Imagine if he had pursued his dreams, built his success, and then used that success to help others. How much more of a difference could he have made? How many more lives could he have touched? Or Sarah, what if she had learned to balance her kindness with wisdom? What if she had learned to see people for who they really are while still believing in their potential? How much richer could her relationships have been? How much more meaningful could her kindness have been? And those people staying stuck in dead-end jobs, giving up their dreams to help others. Imagine if they had pursued their passions, reached for success, achieved their goals. Imagine the example they could have set. Imagine the inspiration they could have been to others. That's the power of smart kindness. That's the power of kindness that comes from strength, not weakness. That's the power of kindness that changes the world. So I challenge you. I challenge you to be kind, but to be smart about it. I challenge you to pursue your dreams, to reach for success, to live your best life. And then from that place of strength, from that place of abundance, I challenge you to change the world with your kindness. Because here's the thing. The world doesn't need more pushovers. It doesn't need more people who give up their dreams to make everyone else happy. What the world needs is people who are strong enough to be kind, people who are successful enough to give back, people who are wise enough to make a real difference. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be that person. I want you to be the one who changes the world with your kindness, not by letting it ruin your life, but by letting it make your life and the lives of those around you better. So go out there, pursue your dreams, build your success, live your best life. And then from that place of strength, from that place of abundance, go out and change the world, because that's what real kindness is all about. Remember, kindness doesn't have to ruin your life. It doesn't have to make you weak or blind you to the truth or hold you back from success or make you a target. Instead, it can be your strength. It can be your motivation. It can be the thing that drives you to be better, to do more, to reach higher. But it all starts with you. It all starts with understanding your worth, with pursuing your dreams, with building your strength. It starts with putting on your own oxygen mask first, with filling your own cup before you try to pour into others. So don't let kindness ruin your life. Let it make your life. Let it be the reason you succeed, the reason you thrive, the reason you make a difference in the world. Because when you do that, when you let kindness be your strength instead of your weakness, that's when you'll truly change the world. And isn't that what we all want? To make a difference? To leave the world a little better than we found it? Well, this is how you do it. Not by letting kindness ruin your life, but by letting it make your life and the lives of those around you better. So go out there, be kind, but be smart about it. Be compassionate, but be strong. Give freely, but give wisely. And most importantly, live your best life. Because when you do that, when you're living your best life, that's when your kindness will have the biggest impact. Remember, the world needs your kindness, but it needs your strength even more. It needs your success, your wisdom, your determination. It needs you at your best, not your worst. So don't let kindness ruin your life. Let it be the reason you live an amazing life. Let it be the reason you change the world. Because that's what real kindness is all about. It's not about sacrificing yourself. It's not about giving up your dreams. It's about being the best version of yourself so that you can give the best to others. It's about living a life so amazing, so inspiring that it lifts up everyone around you. So I challenge you one more time. Go out there and be kind, but don't just be kind, be smart about it. Be successful about it. Be the kind of person whose kindness changes the world, because that's what you're capable of. That's what you're meant for. And when you do that, when you let kindness be your strength instead of your weakness, that's when you'll truly understand its power. That's when you'll see that kindness doesn't have to ruin your life. Instead, it can make your life and the lives of those around you better than you ever imagined. So go out there and show the world what real kindness looks like. Show them what it means to be strong enough to be kind. Show them what it means to change the world, not by sacrificing yourself, but by being the best version of yourself. Because that's what the world needs. That's what you're capable of. And that's what real kindness is all about.